Well, we've nearly now had 7 minutes of added time. Come on, ref, please put us out of our misery.
Yeah.
Stockport still taking the time over the set pieces. I assure you, they don't have to.
No, it's...
Hinchcliffe will take this now. Steps up and hits it. Ref still not looking at his watch. And Wrexham will have to defend this. And it comes in the wrong direction off forward, so Tozer has to try and tidy up. He's stuck by the corner flag, and there is the final whistle. Wrexham losing 5-0 at Stockport, and that was an enormous shock, really. Last time Wrexham let 5 goals in an away game was February 2014, when Billy Barr was caretaker manager and we lost at Luton. And that was after the win against Grimsby. An absolute shocker, wasn't it?
Absolute shocker, Mark. You took the words out of my mouth, you know. Numb. As you said earlier, we didn't expect this. Stockport played fantastic, coached on the break. They've got 2 quality strikers. Yes, we had our chances, but to me, we just weren't on our game today for whatever reason. Below par performance. Had a few chances, but Stockport could have had they hit the post. Fair play to Stockport. They played really well. They obviously great game plan and really worked. Coached on the break. A few errors by us. We don't deserve a 5-0 defeat, but that's how it is. We go again next Saturday with another big game against Crewe. We're doing well at the moment.
Well, the first quarter of the game I liked. We looked to have a very clear game plan. We were stopping the Stockport fullbacks from getting out, and we caused them, well, I wouldn't say caused them problems, but they had trouble getting hold of the ball. Lee had a chance to score in the first minute from a Tozer throw, and also had a chance in the 5th minute, but hit his shot too straight after lovely combination play with Mullin. But after that 21st minute goal, when having failed to pass the ball through, Hinchcliffe, the keeper, went long and opened us up completely. Ball squared by Collar for Olafe to put the ball in from 6 yards out. We were on the back foot, especially when we gifted him the goal in the 30th minute. A horrible mistake by Tozer. Boyle passed it back to him. Tozer just left it, and Olafe just ran in behind him and finished it coolly. And then you've got the surprise goal when you're on top of the game. Then you've got the blow of the big mistake to give away an unnecessary goal, and then you got the triple whammy of a mistake 2 minutes later, and you're 3-0 down. I say mistake, just conceding 2 minutes later. Superb goal by Louis Barry. He was a wonder kid, and goodness me, he looked it, dribbling through Wrexham's defence to score a fine goal. Wrexham came out with the same side in the second half, clearly told to make amends for errors. They tried to start on the front foot, but the first time that Stockport went forwards in the 50th minute, Wrexham opened up again. Barry, great work on the left, again chipping it into the box. Olafe with the ball, and it didn't have much pace on it, did well with a diving header to complete an excellent hat-trick by him. Wrexham tried to fight back. Young had a shot which was tipped over the bar. Lee hit the bar as well. There were opportunities, but then in the last minute, Paddy Madden, our old adversary, made it 5. And I can't argue with our scoreline, to be honest with you, because we just didn't do well enough in terms of getting service to strikers, in terms of dealing with runners from midfield. It was a lot of individuals played way below their level. They all did, really.
They did,
pretty much. And that was just a massive group malfunction.
I take the hat off to Stockport. They didn't allow us to put that support to the strikers at all. As you say, Mullin in the first half, and Dalby had very little speed off. Normally Mullin is such a handful in front of goal, but Stockport, I thought, just annihilated us, really, Mark. They played a better game. Their football was far better. As you said, the majority of our squad were really off the boil today completely.
I mean, apart from that move where Lee and Mullin combined in the 5th minute, and then Lee hit the shot too straight, I would argue all our decent chances came from set pieces, and it didn't tend to come direct from the set piece, but just from the fact that Stockport had other men back, so we could win the ball back and put pressure back in there. But we didn't, like you say, we didn't open them up at all. Stockport defended well, and although I was happy with the first quarter of the game because we were in Stockport's half and we were stopping them really effectively from going forwards, I recognised after the first goal that actually, but they're also doing the same to us, and that is what they did successfully. We just didn't really get much of a look in going forwards until that point where Stockport put their foot off the gas a bit. and it was tough. That very tough watch.
Very tough watch. Yeah. And every second ball, Stockport won for whatever reason. Whether they were a yard faster than us, I don't know. We just have to regroup and we go again. It's one we got to take on the chin. We didn't play nowhere near our best compared to last Saturday as a whole team. To be honest, I'm a bit dumbstruck on the scoreline, 5-0. I came here thinking, I'll be happy going away with a draw. It could be a very tight game, but Stockport found it too easy to open it up.
Oh, 100%. Is it actually scientifically and logically possible to pick a man of the match for that key? Don't think it is, is it?
No. Very, very difficult to pick a man of the match. Too many errors, too many mistakes.
Too many poor passes.
Yeah. I mean, there was.
You wonder why, isn't it? Why? You look at last Saturday's game where everything was great, but maybe Stockport, they had a great game plan and it worked for them.
I think you might be hitting the nail on the head here, if I'm perfectly honest, because they've done well against us. They've worked out how they want to play against us. They've done it really, really well. You've got to give them credit.
I mean, they got the foot in when they needed to make a tackle. Yet we struggled to get the ball off Stockport.
I mean, let's be honest. There's no lack of resilience in this Wrexham squad, but they really did struggle to get back off the canvas after being put down 2 or 3 times.
Really did struggle to get up there. And maybe we could have pulled one back in the second half, maybe in a different game, but just wasn't our day, Mark. It wasn't a player's day.
Absolutely right.
So I couldn't even pick out a man of the match, to be honest.
I mean, I think maybe if I had to, I'd veer towards Young in the sense that he put a hell of a shift. Well, a lot of players put a hell of a shift in. It didn't work. Young wasn't up to his usual levels. None of them were. They'd all happily hold their hand up and say that. They wouldn't hide away from this.
No.
But Young, I don't remember making mistakes, which I'm struggling around the rest of the team to think of players who made as few mistakes as him. But maybe that's the way to play it up. I think Young made the fewest mistakes, so I'd say he was our best performer, but we can't really pick a man of the match.
No, I'd go with Young as well, I think it was a debate, what was it last week? We debate between 2 or 3 players, and go for Young,
frustration for Wrexham. That's nowhere near.
Frustrated for the fans, frustration for us, it's commentators, frustration for the people watching it. Because we're better than that, Mark.
Absolutely.
We're far better than that.
Well, disappointment, but the game goes on. It's still early in the season. Wrexham suffered a second defeat of the season in the league, but we'll be back again next Saturday against True Alexandra, and I'm quite sure they'll have a week of Phil Parkinson explaining to them they're going to have to put this right, and in no uncertain terms. So, with a jaw-dropping final score of Stockport County 5, Wrexham 0. We've been Mark Griffiths and Neil Williams from Wrexham AFC.